I'm going to tell you this here, and hopefully I've never said this on a podcast. I gave up the world record mule deer to my hunting partner because it was not in a good spot for me to stalk. And I shot a probably 160-inch buck myself on that hunt because he was bedded in a good spot.
So when you say you gave it up,
I told him, so our the way
did
myself
he kill it?
and my hunting.
Did your buddy kill the world record mule deer?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So we know it.
What is that? What is the world record mule? Like
338 inches.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
So you have eyes on this deer alive.
Yep.
And you're like, he's not in a stockable
the
right stockable
not
spot.
Stockable.
Yep.
Wow.
So the way it works with us is if you see it, it's your stock.
Yep. That sounds right.
He hunts with the compound. I hunt with a stick bow. I looked at the situation and it was like, this deer is hanging in an area I cannot kill it in. And I went back to camp and I told him, I was like, dude, I found this buck. I don't know what it'll score. It's at least 250 inches and it has at least 12 points on each side. And I was wrong. It had 29 points on one side. And I can't remember, the other side was north of 20. And I was only off by almost 100 inches in my estimation. But I gave up that deer because I knew that he had a better chance of killing it than me. So I only had 3 days to hunt. He had come in midweek and he had another week past when I had to leave. So I gave that buck up to him. And I was so happy. The dude bust his butt and he earned that deer. I have no regrets giving that up, but I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't have mind putting my tag on it.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was also happier than heck with the deer that I killed. And, I would love to have that deer on my wall, but, that's his buck. I gave up the opportunity. I had a more limited, effective range weapon. And, that's just, I took that. I was okay with that. When I set down my compound and I picked up a trad bow, I knew my opportunities were going to be more limited. And I knew that I was going to give up opportunities and there was going to be bigger deer that I could not kill because I could not get to, or, they didn't bed in the right position for a stock. And like I had said about, passing up 190-inch bucks to stock 160-inch bucks, if that same situation happens this year, I will do that without any tears or regrets, or I wish I had a compound or anything like that. I'm totally down with, stalking that 160 and passing up a 190. I'm okay with it.
Wow. And he shot that deer with a compound. Did I hear that right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Okay. Now I'm going to shed a tear. You know how far he shot it from?
Inside of 20, I'm sure.
27 yards.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
But he shot it 4 days after I went home.
Okay.
So he sat on that deer and watched it every day until that deer bedded in a spot that was stalkable. And it bedded in a morning bed and he had to go right now because that deer was not going to stay there all day. So he made the right move. He snuck down, he pulled it off, and 27 yards with a stick bow is absolutely doable, but it's definitely no slam dunk.
No.
And who knows if I was next to a deer of that caliber, if I'd be able to hold my mustard. So
wow, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
For the sake of, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I did the right thing. I mean, he watched that deer from the time I handed it off to him until I killed my deer. That was on a Wednesday when I handed it off to him. I shot my deer on Friday. I had to leave on Saturday. And he killed it on Tuesday the following week. So I wouldn't have been there anyway.
Yeah.
And, the guy's a stud. I'm totally stoked for him. And, I'm sure he's grateful for that that deer's on his wall and and not mine. But
bet.
he earned it. There's no question.
You'll have to send us a picture of that deer. That's an awesome story.
That's monster.
Maybe it's not worth asking, but I'm just curious. I'm like, was there a thought where you're like, well, hey, he's mine until I leave, and then he's yours? I got 3 days here to sit on him and see if he beds somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite a while ago. I don't remember. I may have tried to hunt him the following day. But where that deer was hanging, I knew it was the first time
or any other deer.
Morning
I was going
that
to
I
say
saw him.
Go ahead. Sorry.
What's that?
Nope. Go ahead.
The first morning that I saw him, he dropped, he was in the basin that I normally hunt mule deer in. Mm. He dropped out of the basin down into the timber, gone, out of play.
Okay.
I think that I went up there the next morning with my buddy and we watched him do the same thing. Mm. And at that point I was like, that would have been Thursday. I would have had 2 days to hunt. And I was like, I need to go kill a deer. I'm running out of time. And then I think I passed the baton at that point. If my memory serves me correctly, I could be wrong. My memory could be flawed.
Interesting.
Wow.
Well, it's interesting just to hear different people's perspectives on, like, some people would just say, I'm going to find another 10 days. That's a world record mule deer. I'm going to just. Versus you're like, I need to find a deer to kill.
Yeah. If I was up there by myself, I probably would have done something like that, but I'd flown a cameraman out there who was taking PTO to come film me. And I would have had to have hiked out with him, driven him back, to Denver, to the airport, dropped him off the airport, turned around, begged my wife for another week, and then gone back in. I probably still would be married right now.
Maybe.
My wife's really understanding.
Well, it's not a fair question that I'm asking either. It's so, hindsight's 2020.
I totally get it. I mean, I'm sure those same thoughts went through my head up there.
Yeah, right.
This is the deer literally of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And I'm an absolute mule deer nut. It's not like I was on a whitetail. I'm a mule deer nut and went on to somebody's farm and the world record whitetail walked by that given the opportunity, I'd love to shoot a world record whitetail. Sure. I would not have the same level of appreciation killing that deer as one of you two did. It would be totally different.
And vice versa on the mule deer from our side.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so I knew my buddy would appreciate it the way I would appreciate it. And so, and he's one of my best friends. And so it's like, I'm not a selfish person, and I was okay passing that opportunity along to him. He found the area, we'd been hunting it for, 10 years at that point or close to it. So it was, kind of both of our areas, but he is the one who got us to that spot. So,
well, there you go.
no issues.
That helps to understand the relationship.
And cool that he killed it. Like the regret would be like, neither of you got it, or whatever happened.
Somebody came with a crossbow and whacked it.
Just smoked it. Yeah. Jeez.
Oh, I think Jeremy and I feel the same way about, like, dude, I would give up a world record deer I'd be stoked to see Jeremy shoot a world record deer.
Yeah, I'd rather you shoot it than somebody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool if you hunt with somebody. I think those relationships are rare, but if you understand that somebody is going to appreciate it as much or more than you do.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, and you guys work on something together, you're like, dude, it doesn't matter if I kill it or if you kill it. It's just, let's kill it.
I'm fine if it's a total stranger. Like, if you're hunting a deer and, like, whatever, the neighbor or total stranger kills the deer, as long as you recognize that person truly appreciates it, like, I'm content. I'm happy for them,
Yeah.
Like, it's the ones that, like, don't appreciate it, or it's not a big deal. Then it's like, you can't be mad at them, but it definitely takes away a little bit, because you want them to be like, man, you don't realize
you understand what you have there.
Here.
Yeah, right.
Huh.
Yeah. I'll see him this weekend on my way to Nevada. I'll be spending the night at his house as a pit stop on the way to the trailhead. And so
you'll sleep
I'll
under
get
that.
To salivate on that buck.
Yeah, just sleep under it for a while.
It and go and rub some good juju off on it or something,
That's wild, man. I mean, but even just to think about, like, because, I mean, I would say Jared and I are pretty big whitetail nuts. We've never laid eyes on a world record whitetail. So for you to be as like mule deer focused as you are, the opportunity to lay eyes and even have a chance of hunting that deer in its setting was, and that's
what are the chances?
It was cool as hell. Even though I didn't get to arrow it myself, just to be part of that hunt, part of that experience, part of the history of that deer was awesome.
Sorry, Sal. Did anything come out after the fact? Did people know about that deer? Or did people contact him and be like, "Oh, we had been hunting that base and we'd seen that deer"? Did anybody have sheds off him or anything like that?
No. And these deer migrate a long way out of the high country, so no one would have been able to connect that deer to that basin.
Okay.
And really, I've never seen another mule deer hunter in that basin. I've seen tons of hunting pressure around it, but not in that particular basin where he killed that buck. So I don't think that anyone, I mean, and we hunt that same area. I think that 2 years before I had seen that buck. I'm not 100% positive, but I had seen a really funky, tall, non-typical that just blew my mind. But then the next year we didn't see it. And then I had hunted there 5 days and didn't see that deer. And all of a sudden, boom, there he is. So I have no idea where that deer materialized from. But yeah, it was kind of just one of those interesting situations where, no sheds, no history with that deer, except for the one sighting that I think that I had from 2 years before of him in a basin that was in the same unit.
Wow. That's so cool.
It's nuts, man.
It was wild. Yeah, for sure. And definitely feel blessed to have seen a deer of that caliber. Cause I mean, I see just slob mule deer pictures, trail camera pictures and stuff from guys post on Instagram and, ones that guys knocked down with rifles. And it was like, man, I've never seen a deer like that in my life. I would give a body part to be in bow range to something like that. And then, to have seen something like that on the hoof was pretty amazing.
Take me